The covert narcissist is not the type of person to be alone. They hate living alone, they hate working alone, they need people, they need relationships, and a lot of the time they surround themselves with other narcissists. Narcissists do come in clusters. This is very important to always keep in mind, especially when it is time to go no contact. But before we get into it, I would like to welcome everyone to another episode of Exposing the Narcissist. My name is Clarice, and here on this channel, the information and tips I share are a result of the narcissists that I myself have had to deal with over the years. And today I want to talk about another observation that I have made with regards to the covert narcissist in particular. We all know by now that narcissism is on the increase due to the society we now find ourselves in. Social media has a huge role to play with regards to a vast majority of the younger generations growing up with a huge sense of entitlement and a desperate need for attention, amongst other things. But aside from this issue, narcissists seem to have always come in clusters, meaning there tends to be more than one in a family unit. So, for example, if you dated a narcissist, it is very likely that at least one of the parents and the sibling is a narcissist as well. The same with friendships. Covert narcissists are likely to have other covert narcissists as friends. Covert narcissists may not even recognize each other for what they are, but they tend to be drawn to each other based off of the immaculate false image that they both portray or the influential connections that they may have. In whatever cluster they come in, whether family or friends, they work together to slander and destroy others. They usually bond as a result of the envy that they both share for the same victim and work in unison to bring them down. But for us, it is usually in hindsight when we reflect on those who sided with the narcissists that we realize that some of those individuals are narcissists as well. These narcissistic friends and family of the narcissists like to pretend that they are being impartial to whatever is going on, when in fact they're only serving their interest and the interests of the narcissist. When you have cut off the narcissist, they are the ones who become extra nice and aim to remain chummy with you, only to keep tabs on you for the narcissist so that they can gossip about you with the narcissist. Or they would try to gaslight you into thinking that you are the one who was wrong and try to persuade you into giving the narcissist another chance. That is why I say any friend of the narcissist is no friend of mine. Narcissists never work alone. Anyone who gets on well with the narcissist, especially during your smear campaign, is someone who has sided with the narcissist and clearly believes their lies. Also, they are convinced that you are the one with the issues, that you are the one who is hurtful or controlling. I hear this a lot and have experienced it myself. Narcissists are controlling, but they accuse others of being controlling. Narcissists will cheat and accuse their partners of cheating. Narcissists will lie and steal and accuse others of the same. But the creme de la creme of all is when the narcissist accuses someone else of being the crazy one or the one with mental problems. They love to get others questioning the mental stability of others while they pretend to be the sane, helpless victim. This is why it is very important that when you realize that you are dealing with a narcissist, cautiously proceed with those who are in connection with the narcissist, especially after a narcissist has smeared you. Narcissists are everywhere, but it's the covert ones who will gang up like a pack of wolves to attack you. The family narcissists would bitch about each other, even fall out from time to time, but they always reform to support each other when it's time to take down an outsider. They operate like a dangerous cult who sticks together until the end. Although they hate each other and sometimes envy each other, they remain united in misery and evil. It's weird, really, but all I know is that it's a very toxic, dangerous environment being surrounded by the narcissist family cult. But to conclude, even though a narcissist may appear to not have many friends and even seem distant from their family, you can be surprised to see who comes out of the woodwork when it is time for your destruction. But that is all I wanted to share today. Something to keep in mind as we make some trimmings to the people in our lives in a bid to remove toxicity. As always, I hope this was beneficial. Please leave me a comment below. I do try to read them all. And have a blessed week, everyone.